Dear students, welcome to your English language class today. This is Kakuli ma'am here, and today we are going to discuss about letter of enquiry. It is a formal letter written to an official, for example, maybe to a director or a manager or a principal of a school, etc. Enquiry letters can be of various kinds. It is written to get information about some study course, its fee, etc. Maybe for inquiring about accommodation or service in a hotel or products available in a shop, its prices, or for vacation trip, and so on. So it may be written to draw information from and about an institution, office, college, hotel, or a shop, or any center, etc. Right? So this is about enquiry letter. Now see, this is the format of an enquiry letter. First comes the sender's address. Now if the address is mentioned in the question, you do not have any problem. You will write that particular sender's address, and if it is not mentioned in the question, then you may write any imaginary address, and this address is generally written in 2 to 3 lines. Okay, within 2 lines, the name of the street and the colony or the road, and the name of the town or the city. So it is written in 2 to 3 lines. Next comes date. Now here, see, the date is written 24 September 20XX. The date may also be written in this form: 24, then 9, then 2020. But this is a very informal format. We do not use this format in formal letters. So it's better you write the date in the format given here. Okay, first the number, first the date, then the month's name, and that should be the complete name of the month. Don't write SEPT full stop. Okay, so write the complete name of the month, and then 20XX refers to the year. Since we are not confirm about the year, so it's wiser to write about the year which is not mentioned. Okay, so this is about the date. Next comes receiver's address. In receiver's address, first we write the designation. Okay, if you note carefully, receiver's address, first we have written the designation of the person whom we address this letter, then the official address of the person of the addressee, and then the city. Okay, this is how we write the receiver's address. In designation, you may write the manager, the director, the principal, okay, as per the question, as per the need of the question. Secondly, you will write about the official address. If it is a school, name of the school. If it is an organization, name of the organization. Then the name of the city. Right? Now, after the receiver's address, you will write the subject. First comes subject, then comes salutation. Please remember, do not write the salutation before the subject. Understood? Now, in subject, it should be as brief as possible. Since it is a letter of enquiry, so you can begin the subject by enquiry regarding whatever you want to mention, whatever are your queries about that you can mention here. Okay, so this is subject. After subject comes salutation. Write either sir or madam. Don't write both of them. Okay, so either sir or ma'am, any one of them. Next comes the body or the content of the letter. Now I have divided the content into 3 paragraphs. So what are we supposed to write in these 3 paragraphs that we will discuss? Okay, so in the first paragraph, we may write to state the purpose of writing the letter. Okay, that is, what are our queries all about? Why do we want to write the letter. That purpose is mentioned in the first paragraph. Then we must write about the reference from where we have got the idea about the institution or the hotel or the shop that is in question. Understood? Maybe you have got the information from the newspaper, it may be from one of your relatives or maybe from one of your friends, etc. So that must be mentioned. And the third thing that you are to mention in the first paragraph is your introduction. If you introduce yourself, then only the person in question, that is the addressee, will come to know about your position and about your requirements. They will also come to know about the authentication of the person who is inquiring. Okay, so these things you must mention in the first paragraph. Next comes the second para. Okay, what will you write in the second para? You should include all your inquiry points in your second para, like the time, duration, cost and all. Okay, I have just written a few of them here. If it is about a course, then you may ask about the duration of the course, the fee structure, the number of students per batch, then the transport facilities, then if the scholarship is available, provided or not, if concession is given or not to the students, the eligibility. Many points are there which you will inquire in this paragraph. Okay, this is the main content, right? Now let us come to the third para. In the third para, conclude the letter asking for a reply about the information, the contact details as soon as possible. You seek the information, and if you seek the information within a particular date, don't forget to mention that date within this third para. Then after completing the third para, you will write the complimentary clause, which is thank you, right? Thank you. Okay, right? So here in the complimentary clause, we will write thank you, and then in subscription you will write yours faithfully. This section is little bit important. Please make sure that you do not put any apostrophe in yours. If you write, this is a wrong format, because this term yours itself contains this particular s within the word, because it is a possessive pronoun. Hers, his, yours. We cannot use an apostrophe over here. It is wrong. Understood? So in yours faithfully, do not put any apostrophe. Okay, and faithfully, because if the name of the addressee is not known to us, then generally we write faithfully, and if the addressee's name is known to us, then we write sincerely. So this is about subscription, and in the end you will write the writer's name and designation if there is any mentioned in the question. Okay, the person who is writing the letter, his or her name will be written in the writer's name. Now generally in the question there are two names given, one for a boy and the other for a girl. If you are a boy, then write the boy's name, and if you are a girl, write the girl's name. Don't write both of them together as given in the question. Okay, so this is more or less the format of writing an enquiry letter. Now we will try to discuss with the help of an example. Now here is a question which asks you to write a letter of enquiry. You are David Ronnie of 305 B block, New Ashok Nagar, Delhi. You need an accommodation at a hotel in Shimla. Write a letter to the manager of a hotel inquiring about booking and accommodation. So you are to inquire about whether the booking is available on a particular date or not. Okay, or maybe on any day. Accordingly the person will plan his trip. Okay, so the letter starts with the sender's address here. Okay, this is the address, the name of the place and the name of the city. Understood? Next comes date. As I told you, don't mention the term date. The date is given here, name of the month, date and the year 20XX. Then comes the address of the addressee, that is the manager definitely of a hotel, name of the hotel here, and the name of the place. Okay, leaving one line, write down subject. Now after writing the date also leave one line. After the sender's address, leave one line. After writing the date, leave one line. After writing the addressee's address, the receiver's address, then also you will have to leave one line, because then your answer will look neat and it will not be very clumsy. Understood? So here the subject is inquiry about accommodation, very clearly, because you need an accommodation. It is there in the question itself, right? So very short, crisp and specific, within 3 words we have written the subject. Then comes salutation. Generally we write sir. Okay, then the manager of a hotel, generally sir. Then comes the content of the letter. In the first paragraph, from where I have come to know about the hotel, that let me mention that my friend Ramanand stayed in your hotel for a week last year during the Diwali holidays. Okay, he highly recommended your hotel and praised about the excellent arrangements, the pickups, the food, etc. So I write this to you as per his advice. Now since you are not a student here, so it is not very important to introduce yourself in this section. Okay, let's come to the next page. Here I have a plan to visit Shimla with my parents and sisters this year from 4th October. This date is very important, otherwise how will the person know whether on this particular date the accommodation will be available or not. Okay, so I have mentioned the date. I need 2 double bedrooms, that is my query, that is my question. 2 double bedrooms with attached baths for 10 days. Okay, the duration is also mentioned. So these are the points within the content which will help you to score marks. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, and this is number 4. Understood? In content you have 2 marks. So you will have to mention at least 4 things in your query, right? So this is content, and the whole question carries 5 marks. Remember, 1 mark for the format, 2 marks for content, and 2 marks for expression. Understood? So this is the format of a letter. Clear? So in the last paragraph we mention, would you please let me know if such an accommodation is available during, this is the second paragraph. Okay, would you please let me know, that is you are inquiring, you are asking whether it is available or not. That is the purpose of writing this letter. If such an accommodation is available during that period. Also, please let me know the charges and other terms and conditions. So these are again 2 more points which comes in the content, which will help you to get the marks. Okay, in the third paragraph, on hearing from you, I shall remit you for advance booking and finalize my travel program. Hope to hear from you. Okay, this line is also important. And then the complimentary clause, and remember, in yours faithfully, that is the subscription, you will not write any apostrophe here, that is wrong. Okay, so yours faithfully and the name of the sender. Okay, here designation is not at all important. So this is how you can write an enquiry letter. I hope that you have understood. I'll definitely send you some sample questions and answers that will help you. Thank you, dear.